Oh, it is so good to see our girl Debbie Hernandez joining us, even if it's virtually. I'm so close to you. I'm touching you, but I'm, just touching the screen. Debbie joining us now. Hi, with Home Depot. How you doing, Deb? It's been 6 months, I think, since we've seen you in person.
In person, yep. How are you guys doing?
We are doing okay, holding down the fort. Hopefully you'll get to come and grace us with your presence in at least a few months. But for now, you're over at Home Depot in the West Valley talking about organizing, especially with the kiddos.
Yeah, a lot of people are going to be teaching school at home or even just for homework. So I'm just going to talk about a few things you can do in terms of getting organized and making things a little more comfortable so everybody's happy. So to start with, we're going to talk about dry erase and chalkboard. So we have in our building materials area 4-foot by 8-foot sheets of dry erase board that could be cut into these personal tablets that you can write and help the kids with their math or put calendar things on it, whatever you need. Or you can just mount the whole sheet in a homeschool room and then have a big board of it ready to go. Also, there's little things that you can do in terms of spray paint and contact paper. So for chalkboard, we have chalkboard contact paper that looks like this, and it's on a roll, and you could just peel off the back and stick it on anything. It peels right off, and have ready-to-go chalkboard at your convenience. Or you can spray paint chalkboard surface onto a board and with a frame and hang it up. Really easy. This one takes about 3 coats to get a good coat of the chalkboard on it. And then we also have dry erase paint. Then you could paint up to a 7-foot by 7-foot area with the dry erase paint. We also have the dry erase contact paper as well. But here's a craft I'm going to show you how to do that gives you a little bit of an upscale dry erase board. So what you're going to use for this project is some plexiglass, a marbled contact paper. We also have stainless steel and copper and many different kinds of contact paper that you can use for your background. And plexiglass or real glass is a natural dry erase board. So what we're going to do is you're going to cut your piece with the regular scissors. I like to take Scotch tape to put it on the corners and separate it, because that makes it real easy to get the backing instead of having to take time to do that. So you put one piece on the back, one piece on the front, and it just peels apart just like that. Now, 2 different ways. You can either use 2 pieces of plexiglass, or right here I'm just showing, put the contact paper right on the wall, like so. Now you can peel this off, and then you're going to smooth it out to get out the air bubbles, and then you're going to screw in the plexiglass. I'm going to take off the top like so and screw this right on top like so, or you can put the contact paper right on a piece of plexiglass, put this right on top and screw this anywhere, and we're going to just do that, and you can see how easy it goes on and then comes right off. So just more of an upscale project to teach the kiddies how to do their math and stuff.
I love that, Debbie.
What do you guys think?
I love it. I mean, I had a white little board that I used growing up, and it was like the best. Kids would come over, and we would always use the whiteboard. So I'm all about bringing the whiteboard to your house if you can, a little version, because it definitely helps with learning as well.
What are you talking about this morning?
This morning, and Jamie, I miss you guys so much. This morning we're going to be talking about continuing our organizing and back to school at home organizing projects, and shelving is a huge one. Everybody's putting up shelving. Even if you don't have kids at home, it's great for organizing anything really. And I wanted to start out by showing you this new line of brackets we have for shelving, because it's new finishes, gorgeous metals that we really haven't seen before. We've seen them in cabinet hardware and light fixtures, but now they're in shelf brackets. So you can see we've got the brushed gold. It's almost like a champagne gold color, and you can use these as brackets. And then there's some very modern, and they can transition to traditional and rustic, whatever decor that you have, you can see this beautiful finish. And then this is more of a light champagne. It's kind of in between a gold and a silver, and you can see how beautiful that finish is. This one is a combination of materials, leather and the champagne, so that's something new. And then we've got some Art Deco type black brackets that have a really cool detail to them. These I love because they're very contemporary, and you can see them. I have them installed up on there, and we're going to show how to install them in the gold. And then also in shelving, the trend is the weathered grays, the light and the dark weathered grays, and then espresso colors and whites. So that's what's really on trend in shelving. And I'm going to show you how to install a few different types. So floating shelves are really popular. And to do a floating shelf, we have them in white and espresso. And you can see no bracket will be showing. In the back, there are 2 holes. And this cantilevers onto a bracket such as this. So what you're going to do is you're going to have to measure. You want to make sure you use a stud finder. Beep, 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 beep. And you want to find the wood behind. If you can't find wood, these are my favorite anchors. These are great drywall and stud anchors. These are going to hold a lot of weight, up to 50 pounds each. So it will hold the shelf and whatever you put on it. And then you're going to need a level. So once you get all that taken out, you're going to screw in, and you can see there's multiple holes here. So you can make sure at least one of the screws lands in a stud, and the other one you can use an anchor or both. Then you're just going to take your shelf, and it will go right onto where the holes are. And then you can see there's holes right at the top that you screw down into to secure the shelf. And if you look under, you can see no bracket under, and you're going to put stuff on the shelf so you won't see those screws above. The next one is a brushed nickel, very modern cantilever type shelf. And this one has a pocket like so. So you're going to drill your screws again into the studs or with an anchor into the wall. And you can see up here, I've done that. And then you take, and they make them, this one is for glass, but they also make it for wood shelves. Then you're going to take this, and it's used by counterbalance. So the piece on top holds the glass shelf in, and you can see, boom, just stays just like that. So the top holds it in, and the bottom holds it up. Then for these, they're just used 3 screws each. Again, find a stud where you can, and if you can't, use the anchors. And then you're going to see the screws that can go right here. You will just secure your shelf right above it, and it gives you a great Art Deco look.
I love that.
This is a crate. Isn't that beautiful?
Deb,
this is a crate that's just very rustic, and you can put your books in it. So lots of fun stuff.